What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. It's Tri-Line, Shadow Shots here, Titan, Michael, SD, Hollow, Destroyer, Azure, Michael again, Strumpf. What's going on, y'all? Henry Plays. Icos, the mighty Icos. I still haven't got into Alpha 19 yet there, Icos. I need to get off my butt and do it. Redline, what's up, what's up? How, are you guys hearing me okay? Windows updates like a mofo. They said they want to do cross-platform. I didn't say that they couldn't do it. I hope they do cross-platform for DDA. Or are you guys talking about DD2? DD2 will never get cross-platform. It's just not really an option. It would take, like, completely redone contract negotiations with Xbox and PlayStation and everything else, and it's just not realistic at all. Anyway, what do we want to do today? Who I got in a deck here? Got my protons, look like they're set. Reflect beam looks good. Looks like everything's in its normal place. On your 22nd AP reset. I tell you what, y'all, I have really struggled with whether or not I wanted to do more AP resets. The thing with AP resets is they're fun up to a point. You get burnt out on them, you know, because you're doing just the same thing over and over and over again. But it's super fun to go through and do them. But like in the position I'm at, it just wouldn't be worth doing without doing like knocking out like 200 AP resets or whatever, which realism says I'm just not going to do that. Foreign life work. I'm not sure what you mean there, Icos. No, AP resets are super easy. It caps out at 51 to 80. Like, no matter how many AP resets you do, you have to do floor 51 to 80. I did one of my last AP resets I did it in all campaign gear. I took my normal gear, it didn't upgrade anything, and just went in and did it 51 to 80. Now, doing that, I mean, it did take me longer than it would have normally, of course. But I was able to go through it all the way to 80. I don't remember, but I don't think I ever lost a map. Just went straight through them all on live stream. Let's see. How about we do a little Deathwing farm here for a little bit. See if we can luck out and get a Deathwing. There's no updates planned for DD2 on any platform, Kenneth. They said that they haven't ruled out going back and doing a last update after they're done with DDA. But the thing is DDA is going to be years away. By the time it got around to them being willing to put any time or resources into DD2 will just, it will be a shell of itself as far as the player base goes. I mean, it'll give lots of people a reason to come back and play it. Or, at least come back and check out the new stuff. But realistically, I don't think we'll ever get any update at all. So it's just called Juice, y'all. We're on US West. Feel free to hop in and join me. Quicksilver, I've been thinking about you, dude. I am just itching to go and try out those new primary kit guns. And I was going to send you a message yesterday to ask you if you've checked them out. I watch all the Lazar stuff. Well, see, the problem is DD2 can't have a CDT, and that's the main issue. Redline. with a server-based game, there's private information attached to our profiles. And they can't just give a community development group access to our private information. You know? They just can't do it. Let's see. What do we want to do? We want to do the... Let's just do a little mini. Man, getting some rubber banding. What the heck? Just do a little mini 1 amp setup. As we don't have really anything special here. Yeah, but anyway, that's the thing. I mean, there was people that were talking about how they would be willing to put time in, but it's a legality problem, you know? It's not like, you know, DD1, remember, it had the Steam Workshop and everything already. So the basic system was in place to allow a CDT just to step in, you know? And they did amazing things. I mean, I would absolutely love to see some sort of CDT for DD2, but it's just not possible. You haven't played Warframe in a long time? You know, the other thing, you know, I really like that, it's squishy. Thank you so much. You know, I really like that, that Panthera weapon. I just think it's really cool. And, that's got a prime now. Panthera Prime, right? Let's see, we'll throw a little Earth Shatter in too. Hopefully this Earth Shatter is geared, I don't even know. I better look, huh? Yeah, it's got my little tester relic on it. There we go. GG's. You're almost MR24 on Warframe. Very nice, very nice. I'm 23. I've got the stuff sitting to get to 24. I've got tons of MR fodder ready to level up. It's just a matter of going and doing it, you know? Over here. Yeah, Q3 for the Switch, and then sometime after that for PlayStation and Xbox. Hopefully it's not super long, you know? Crap, man. I accidentally boosted. It's so easy to over DPS the boss here and lock it out. I've got a normal Panthera that's like heavily formed. I love the gun. I was hoping to be able to use it with mag, and it works with mag, but it's just obviously not the best gun to use with mag prime. Well, we still got to kill the boss. I mean, the lanes themselves will melt, but we still have to put the damage in on the boss, you know? And of course, the more you help, the faster it'll run, so... But yeah, anyway, the Ancient Power resets, if I wasn't so heavily invested in everything, I would probably commit to doing like one a month or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and grind it out, just because we already know. I mean... I've done that there really is for me to do in DD2. I'm not interested in trying to push to 999 Onslaught. No Man's Sky has got me really curious here, girl. You guys seem to all be having a lot of fun with that. What's going on there, Cashin? I actually downloaded it. I downloaded it on Steam. Hopefully it won't have some of the performance issues that people are talking about. I really like Lazar Quicksilver for Warframe content. That's the normal go-to for me to watch. Just seems like the kind of person you'd want to hang out with. You know, just seems like a nice person. His videos are all very informative and easy to understand. Runs 100 times smoother than DDA. Well, that's not necessarily saying much. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm a newbie or not. I just enjoy his content, you know? I mean, I don't have a problem with him taking an extra minute to explain it to someone that's completely new. And I want to see it on the ground. I want to see it on the ground. Give me my dang. Deathwing, dang it. There's no fast way to farm that Shroomite chip. It's complete RNG. Actually, there's really no fast way to get it at all other than player markets. So, I mean, if you see somebody else has got one for sale, it's just those Onslaught-related mods, there's no way to trigger it. So, like, by you playing actively on a Dryad or whatever, it's not going to give that a greater chance to drop. So that's what makes those mods tough to come by. But on the same note, it's not a super popular mod, so if someone has it, I think they're pretty likely to throw it up for sale. I wonder if we even need the reflect beam. I mean, I don't see the point in risking it when we've got so much DU, but I don't think the reflect beam is even necessary. If it was solo, I'd be able to do it with just those auras without even having any CC. Yeah, it's a tough thing finding those. The good news is you can get it. That mod is incredibly fun to play. No doubt. So definitely really, really fun to play. Thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. But, I mean, you can still play a super strong Dryad without having that, you know? I'm not sure if it's going to come to where it will go, Azure. I think it will. They haven't given out any of that info. That game is incredibly fun. They did a good job with it. The only downside to it is the whole Stadia thing, you know? Literally the only downside. Everyone that's been around the channel for a while, Muhammad, knows my current situation. I play in my living room, and using a webcam is not an option for me at the moment. Till I move and can get a bigger space, or my own space to play in, then there won't be a webcam going on. I don't have them set up, but I mean, that'd be pretty easy to set up. I'll do it after this group. I'll set some bees up real quick. It's not had any progress, Quicksilver, none at all. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, I don't have. Jeez, man, really gonna make me tab out to ban you? That's terrible. Alright, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? DD2 doesn't like to be tagged out. You guys make me work. It's Sunday. Don't make me tab out. Just let me play games. Anyway, what y'all up to today? A lot of people have been really talking about No Man's Sky here lately. I'm definitely curious to check it out. I popped in, and I guess this right now, the last update that just hit is real. I guess a lot of people are having performance issues, and I've never played it before, so I was just in that starting area. But I popped into, you know, I popped into the game, into the starting area, and the game was really laggy. Yeah, my wife's days off are Wednesday, Thursday now, so I'm taking Wednesday and Thursday away from streaming. She's actually off work today, though, because she came back from her trip a day early. Testing out Torchlight 2. Torchlight 2 is a great game. I'm hoping they can turn Torchlight 3 into a little bit more of that. Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2 were both great games. It's free on Epic right now, I think, isn't it? What's so good about the Deathwing? It looks cool. There's nothing special about any weapons in DD2. They're all reskins, with very, very few exceptions. It's just all about looking cool. Looking shiny. I think that's the case with a lot of free-to-play games, really. So much of the stuff is just reskins of the other. I think it looks really cool. Then I never changed this, the weapon I use now. It's been a long time I've been using that thing now. Let's see, I'll do this match and then I'll pop out the tavern and try to get... What the heck? Weird. Very weird. That is so strange. That's probably not the place you want to go, Strump. Get yourself into Misty Mire and Aquanos. Oh, just another one of, you know, DD2 is bug-filled central, of course, sadly. Just another bit of the DD2 bugs. Dying on build phase. I'm always so afraid now we're gonna overburn it. It's always been that way. All projectiles, it's not just the Beacon of the Storm. If you throw a projectile and you swap heroes while the projectile's in air, the projectile becomes friendly fire. It can destroy cores. Friends, it's always been that way. But I mean, you have to actually practice to get it down to be able to do it, you know. got boosted. Just give him a little tickle. If not, it will over DPS him. If you're on console and you have a lower quality internet connection where you've got a little bit of latency to the server, or maybe go to a server outside of region, you can really troll people. Terminator on Xbox is like PvP rank 1. He has killed so many people in town. It would definitely be a feature there, Shadow Shot. That would be a feature for sure. Right. We'll switch over and get the bees buzzing here. Daily mission complete. Woot! I've been getting crappy Christmas tree. It's mythic every day, but nope, no Deathwing for me. I'm gonna have to learn how to play the Dryad again. You want me to have the bees buzzing? Well, you gotta play active then, right? It's one thing about DDA that I do not miss about DD2 is these load times. What's in the bag? Nothing. Alright, let's see here. Little Leafy. Got a World Tree there already. Fort. Deadly Strikes. Let's get set up with some bees. What do we want to do? Anti-melee, anti-chaos. I kind of want to do just a little stupid build with them. That one's got Gobu Boom on it. I don't want the tenacity or the attack range, though, is the problem. Let's just do it. We'll Gobu Boom it. So, what kind of shards do we want? We want destruction. We're going to need defense rate, right? You know what? Let me just steal. Mass. What else do we want to steal? We gotta have a defense rate sitting somewhere, right? We'll steal that. And then we'll go destruction, mass destruction, and defense rate. Wonder how healthy these trees are. 15 mil. I should give the trees some, give the trees a little vicious too, maybe, huh? We're not gonna need that. So let's give that to the tree and get that big boy tree range going. It's not the access to the game, Shadow Shot, it's the server connection. I've got the game running on a SSD right now. It's connecting to a server that runs like a potato. You know, what more can you say? Alright, looks like I learned how to drop stars again. That's a plus. What are these bees capable of here? I mean, I can always give them a boost or something if I need to. It's not terrible, I guess. Let's see, let's do it. Let's try it out. I'm not sure this is going to work, y'all, so no guarantees here. Marks were a crit-based thing. One sec, y'all. Alrighty, I'm back. Yeah, anyway, crit used to work differently. And marks were the crit medallion. Marks were the crit relic, medallions were the power relic, and totems were the fort relic, but they changed the way crit damage works. So that made marks no longer a relevant defense, so they converted every mark into a medallion. There's nothing special about a mark. So yeah, I mean, it just doesn't, having a mark just doesn't matter. Bees. Yeah, but it's an icon on a tooltip. I mean, it doesn't look anything. Is the thing. You know, it's not something that shows up on your character. So it's completely pointless. I mean, I use them, I had a lot of marks left over, of course, so I use them normally to fill dead spaces. So if I see a mark is on a character in, say, you know, a proton beam slot on an EV2, then I know that I'm not using proton beams on that EV2. So it's kind of an anti-derp thing for me now. Always on US West there, Mig. Right. Put the trees way up top. Not sure how many we can fit. I don't know how the 6. What's going on there? Typical. How you doing? That's plenty, huh? Six. Wow, we still got 200 left. Well, what could we do? We could buff them. We could boost them and buff them, right? Do I still have destructive pylon on that? Yeah. Okay. What are these guys putting out now? Yeah, now we're talking. Data bees. The bees. Yeah, I just switched it, Meg. This will be a short stream, so there will probably maybe only be maybe one more group. I'm not sure. This is, my wife was on a trip and she came back a day early, so she has a day off work today. So, you know, I mean, I did marry her and all. I figure I should spend some time with her. It'd probably be a good idea, huh? Alright, let's do it. Y'all gonna get shroomed on. Oh no, they're pushing the wall. The bees. Boo. That much power. And they're choking. That's crazy, isn't it? Bad defense. Fix dem bees chromatic? Well, I mean, we know they're never gonna, but dang. The problem is you got too many limitations in their AI. They're single target, and they're single target that don't, that can only have 3 of one of them hitting an enemy. And that's their problem. That is the problem with the bees. So no matter what, your bees are just always going to get overrun if there's any amount of mobs at all. They're super, super strong if the mob counts are low. But, you know, the mob counts on this map are unlimited, so... This actually used to be one of the valid strats that people used. This is what people did on this map. Ah. I'm afraid I'll burn it too fast. So yeah, I mean, no matter what, just the limitation of the bees, they're just going to get overrun. Yeah, they've got something funny with their AI when a mob passes them. It's the same thing with the slimes. Like, if a mob goes past, they, like, have targeting problems. Recognizing that that mob is there, you know? I'm afraid to hit him with the stars quick. The boss bugs out if you hit him too hard, and stars hit really, really hard, you know? Drop some stars on these fools, though. I'm just so afraid, you know, afraid I'm gonna bug him out. David, what's up? Yeah, if you have Prime 1 unlocked and you get carried through it, you'll get Destructive Pylon. Indeed. Pushing anywhere. Drop some shrooms on them fools. There was no information in it, David. It was the same old, same old. The only info we got is that there's a playtest for Massacre Survival this weekend. So, I mean, we can read between the lines and say, well, if they're to the point where they're having it play tested, then we're probably going to end up having it within a few weeks. But there was no real actual info. As usual. Where are the tunes at? Oh, you mean because David's here? No news on anything. I mean, realistically, you guys don't want it right now. You know, I mentioned this to somebody complaining in the comments about them not having access to it. It's not worth playing right now. It's a game that was released too early, that doesn't have all the features in it, that runs like crap. I mean, why do you want that, you know? You don't. You want them to fix it first. So don't sweat that you don't have access to it. You're actually saving yourself headaches. by not playing it right now. I mean, straight up. It's just, it's like, well, like Grohl said, it's extremely unpolished. I mean, did I still put 1,000 hours into it, and is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. There's no doubt. But there's a lot of headache that comes along with that fun. So don't sweat the fact that you guys don't have access to it yet on other platforms, because it's not ready. The game shouldn't even be launched yet, in my opinion. I know Chromatic's going to be mad at me for being that vocal, but it's the truth. Why on earth did they launch that game yet? It's not ready. You know? I mean, what more can you say? Truth is truth. I'm still playing it. I'm still enjoying it. But I've gotten past the point where the bugs are irritating. Now I know what the bugs are, and I just avoid them. You know? Talking about Dungeon Defenders Awaken, the new game. This game is the old product. The company that made this game doesn't even exist anymore. So, you know. This game is, for all intents and purposes, pretty much done. You know, I mean, there hasn't been an update to it in over a year. They say that they have not ruled out revisiting it after they're done with Dungeon Defenders Awaken, but that's years away. I mean, Dungeon Defenders Awaken is going to be in development for the next couple of years, between getting DLC out and just getting the base game dialed in. You know? Well, I mean, it's DD1. I don't care. The character models don't bother me. I don't like them. I like the DD1 character, or the DD2 character models better, but it doesn't bother me. You know, I mean, I'm still going to play the game. Let's see. We want to still boost them? Let's try it a little different. What do we got? We got 200. We could go 2 more Bs, and we'll put those slightly back. I don't think we need to boost it. The problem is the gameplay's not there. You can go back to the review I did in beta and gave my opinions and said this is what the game needs before launch. Those things were never addressed. Like, almost none of it. So, like, in my personal opinion, those things need to be put into the game before the game's going to be, you know, in a release state. Let me drop a few more stars just in case. Get some backup stars. Oh, actually, I accidentally absorbed them all. Derp. But yeah, I mean, it's got potential. Don't misread what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm saying they released it too soon. The game's not ready. That's what I'm saying. The game's got a ton of potential. It could still quite easily be the best Dungeon Defenders game ever made. But they're going to have to make it that way. It's not there now. You know? They don't have the time and resources to do it, I mean. The problem with Dungeon Defenders 2, and a lot of people don't realize, is these design decisions were not made by game developers. They were made by a finance company. So, I mean, they would have to literally go back in and rebuild the entire game in Unreal 4, and it's a game that didn't succeed financially. So why would anyone in their right mind do that? You know? You're just not going to go throw money at something that didn't succeed. So, it's a sad truth, but it's a truth, you know? They're not updating DD2, Blaze. If DD2 gets an update for some reason, it will be literal years from right now. Years. So, I mean, once again, ask yourself the question, if you were in charge of that money, would you spend it years later? You know, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, hopefully I'm wrong. I'm just trying to be a realist here. And so many people will give you false information based off of the little tiny tidbits that Chromatic has teased that there could be an update at some point. Looks like we got a free Lava Guardian. Freebie. They're not going to come out and say, no, we're never touching this game again. They're not going to say those words. No company would. Not unless they were going to shut it down. Oh, that Christmas tree is permanent, I think, now. Thanks so much for subscribing there, Shark. Yeah, but I mean, anyway, what more can you say? It's just one of the sad truths of DD2. It's a great game. It's a buggy nightmare of a mess that was poorly designed by a company that didn't care about the game, that only cared about the money. So, is it still worth playing? Absolutely. Super fun game. Just don't expect anything out of it. Don't expect more to come, and then you'll never be disappointed, you know? Alright, Quick. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Let's see, we'll do this business one more time, then I'm done with these bees. They're all absolutely wonderful games that are a blast to play, Blaze. I don't have a favorite. Sounds good there, Quick. It's the same as always, Meg. It's 3 maps. I do 3 maps, I remake the group. That's what I've been doing for years and years and years. So, nothing new happening in that front today. So, this will be the 3rd one. Alright, Quick, take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out. This will be it for the bees, though. These damn bees. I used to love the bees. I used to be a spammer. I'd be spamming all the time. But no, not anymore. The great and wondrous bees are no longer what they used to be. They are a shadow of their former self. We have a juice. Here we go. Well, welcome there, Cody. Appreciate you swinging by. That good? It's probably good, right? Alright, take it easy there, Azure. This, like I said, this is going to be a short one today. I'm going to spend a little time with the wife. That and that, you know, I won't be able to do a video about it or discuss it or in any way, but anyone that's following Dungeon Defenders Awaken knows that survival, Massacre Survival playtest is going right now. So I definitely want to try that out, but I can't, like I said, I can't stream it. Can't record anything from it. It's all under a non-disclosure agreement. No, there are no more codes to give away. There's no company for me to ask for codes for. That was a trendy entertainment thing, and trendy entertainment no longer exists, sadly. There's a giveaway ending tonight for Dungeon Defenders Awaken, but DD2 has nothing coming for it. When I say nothing, I mean no updates, no giveaways. There's nothing else. It's the game of the past. So it's a sad, sad thing, but it is a thing. My favorite character is the monk in the EV2. I love me some EV. Well, I mean, that's the thing that people don't... The other side of it, too, though, David. Trendy was going to shut the game down. So, Augie coming in and buying out the finance company, that's a thing of beauty. So, if Trendy was still around and was still the thing, we wouldn't have DD2 right now. The servers would either be shut down or it'd be turned over to a mercenary development company just to spam out cosmetics. Yeah, Dungeon Defenders Awakened. I've been covering it for months on my channel. There, Cody. Well, you just won't get you won't get very far in Onslaught using bees. I mean, if you're using them in moderation and using them with other defenses, then you can have luck with them in Onslaught. But yeah, you're not gonna get very far with like spamming bees like this. I mean, I could barely clear this Prime Incursion, and this is in Chaos 8 gear with 10,000 Ascension in full caps, you know. I just like the EV. I've always loved the EV in every Dungeon Defenders game. I loved her in DD1. I loved her in DDE. I loved her in DD2. And she's coming. She's coming to DDA as well. And I'm sure, well, I'm hoping I'm going to love her there too. I think people give Elandrian. I love Elandrian, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to badmouth. But I think people may give Elandrian a little too much credit. 6 months before Elandrian was the creative director, he was a producer. 6 months before that, he was an intern. So I think Elandrian got into his position through a lot of passion to do good at the game, but not from any experience or expertise. So, like I said, I'm not bashing Elandrian. He's obviously a superhero in the regards of going from gamer to employee. But he doesn't have any successful games under his belt or any sort of experience or anything like that. He came out of college, went to work. Well, he was a DD2 streamer. He was on the original Casters Guild. And that's how he made the contacts. He came out of college, did an internship with them, was in the right place at the right time and got a full-time producer role, and then was in the right place at the right time and got the creative director role. Yeah, the final chest is auto-looted. I just want to see it sitting on the ground is all. This Prime 1. Yeah, I got a Chaos 8 amp anyway. No good mods. That one's probably a keeper. Doesn't look like anything else. Alright, y'all, I'll do one more group here, and then I will probably call it a day after that, but I had enough of this business. Oh, this crazy business. Did I borrow anything else? I borrowed that from there. I don't think that was an extra. I'm not sure. Alright, we'll do one more group here. One of us has got to get a Deathwing, right? I mean, at least one of us. Am I just scrolling past it? Oh, there it is. It's like, where the heck's it at? There's no doubt there, David. Off to space exploration. We'll enjoy. I think I'm going to try to pop in and check that out tonight. So is, I think, Averon is too. Is gonna try out a little No Man's Sky. I mean, before it came out, I was really excited about it, and then it had that crappy launch. You know? Did I go private? I did. God dang it. Always going private. The same as when I just answered you a minute ago there, Cody. Prime 1. I've got questions, spam on board. Oh, I'm listening to you guys talk about it. I'm sure I'm going to have tons of questions. Alright, let's try this again. And there we go. Well, I mean, you just asked the question like 10 seconds ago. It's all good. I mean, you asked me the question, I answered it, and literally like 10 seconds later you typed it in again. OMD3 is awesome. It's a finished product. It's a complete game. The only problem with it, the only negative thing I can say about it is Stadia sucks. It's not that Stadia sucks, it's that I'm not the ideal Stadia customer. Like, I've got the reverse of what the ideal Stadia customer would be. And that is, I've got a not fantastic internet connection with a pretty nice PC. And people who will get the most benefit out of Stadia are people that have a really good internet connection and a crappy PC. Petrify, without a doubt. Petrify or Electrocute, but I personally prefer Petrify. Xavier. The Ignite combo sucks. So definitely don't bother using that one. Fire and oil, it does like tickle damage. Literally doesn't do crap, you know? But Petrify is crowd control, Electrocute is crowd control. That's what you really want out of a combo, is the crowd control. Oh no! Tail jump for the loss. Petrify is poison and earth. Electrocute is water and storm. Those are the two you want to fix. You want to stick to. I use Petrify a lot now. Electrocute is really good too, but I do use Petrify more personally. Are you too late for the stream? Never too late there myself. Never too late. It's not going to be much longer though. Oh nice, we got another freebie. Gots to love the freebie. Yeah, it's a great combo for the Barb. What the heck? Oh, I was too soon. It wasn't off cooldown yet. Holy crap. Oh, we gonna bug it, aren't we? No, okay. I thought we were gonna bug it. Electrocute works great on the barb. Freeze works great on the barb. Petrify works great on the barb. The key words there are everything works great on the barb. The barb's a complete beast, you know? Completely imbalanced. What the hell, man? Where are all these death watches? I mean, I'm getting amps. There's another Chaos 8 amp, but I don't need an amp. I haven't done an Onslaught floor in probably 6 or 7 months, or I'm at the same wherever I was before. I've got no interest in playing that game. It's just not fun. It's not rewarding. If there was a reward to do Onslaught, I would do Onslaught. But since there's no rewards, it's just not a fun game mode. And then you add no rewards on top of it, and I personally am just completely uninterested in it. So I don't even remember where I'm at. I'm at 500-ish. I know did 500. When I did 500 on New Year's Day, I think it was. Just for reference as to how long it's been. We got all the stuffs. Looks like it. Frostfire? Frostfire is awesome. It's pretty much awesome for every hero. If it's a full-on ability power hero that you never use the primary attack on, then you don't want to use it. But for any hero that you use the primary attack on, Frostfire is absolutely incredible. I did a few more like straggler runs after it. I think I'm at like 506 or 507 or something like that. So I can't really remember. And like I said, it's just not fun for me personally. I'm not a big fan of hard counters. I like pursuing power, not having to constantly counter this, counter that. It's not my favorite aspect that they ended up putting into DD2. Hard counters make it so that there's few metas, you know? And, well, you can put a poison mod on it. Remember, you can move your mods around. So, oh, what the heck? What the heck happened there? I have to at least throw a lightning arrow there. I wouldn't upgrade it, Pazzy, if you're going to be resetting soon. It would just be throwing materials away. Poison will drop anywhere. It's just RNG. Just play and look through your stuff and you'll get a poison mod. But yeah, I mean, you'll want to move it. It's not going to drop on the weapon. I mean, it could, but realistically, it probably won't drop in the weapon you want. It always drops on something else, and then you have to spend materials to move it, you know? Unless you just get super lucky. But That level of luck is not normal for most people. Any tier. I mean, just play and you'll get it. Doesn't matter where you're at in the game. I mean, if that's as far as you've progressed as is Chaos 3, you don't need mods yet. So I wouldn't spend too much energy on it if that's the furthest you've progressed. Mods are completely irrelevant prior to Chaos 7. You just don't need to have them. It's not going to be worth all those materials if you're only going to climb a few more floors, though, Pazzy, is the thing. I mean, if you're going to do 50 more, or 100 more, or 200 more, then sure. Oh, we bugged him. Boo. I play with anybody who can play, Sora. It sucks that you can't hit him too hard, you know? You hit him too hard, it's GG's. Let's see, we'll try it again here. You just have to really lay off the gas, is the thing, you know? You can't, like, even if I'm doing it solo, if I just boost without doing the nuke at all, if I hit my boost and just hold down my right click, just my alternate attack, it will bug them. It's too much damage. So I try to, it's habit too, because you always boost, right? But I try not to boost. The burning strike shard. Poison? Are you sure poison's only Chaos 7? That makes 0 sense. Let's see. A look. Let's see here. No, it says campaign through Chaos 7 in the data. So I didn't think it was only Chaos 7. That wouldn't make any sense to me. But yeah, it should be campaign through Chaos 7. It's just misinformation from Discord. You get a bit of that there, sadly. Let's see, we all good? I think we all good. I was gonna say, I know I could have swore I've seen them lower than that. Well, I mean, I'm a PC gamer, personally, Sora, but that's just what I play on. It's what I've always played on for the longest time. The correct answer there is you play with what you got, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a console gamer. If that's what you have, play it. Hell yeah. You know, play with all the stuff. So, you know, you got a PS4, play on the PS4. I appreciate the quality of life of playing on the console, but I've just always played, or not always, but for the last 2 decades I've played on PC, and the main thing for me is I'm just a mouse keyboard guy now. If you're only on Chaos 3, I wouldn't sweat what your damage output is, Remy. If you're at Chaos 3, you should make sure you have a Destruction Shard on it, and that's going to be your main requirement. If you got a Chaos 2 Relic with a Destruction Shard on it, you're going to be putting out enough damage. DD2 doesn't become a game of chasing numbers like that for a long time from the base progression. The base progression, it's literally use anything, but have the right shards. So definitely use, you know, just use the best thing you have. That's what everybody's going to do. You shouldn't have to farm in any tier other than just getting the champion score. Like, you'll have to redo maps in a tier to get your champion score over the hump, especially the further you go. But there's no reason for you to ever farm in a low tier with one exception, and that is getting shards. Getting shards is the best place, you know. The entire game is a game of shards. So that's Remy. None of your gear matters. It's all just stuff to hold shards. So just ignore, you know, I mean, obviously you want the best thing you can find, but don't worry about what you've got if you've got the right shards. This is what I try to do when I'm doing it, is just don't even hold the button down. Just like do a right click every few seconds. If you're alive for it, that is. There we go. If Burning Strikes pops on it when I'm boosted, just the Burning Strikes tips are too much damage. Crazy. This is a fun map, though. I've always really enjoyed this fight. That's it. It's a game of shards before it becomes a game of get more shards. Oh, there's a death wig, finally. Perfect. Man, how crappy, huh? 2 per second. It's actually a heavy ×5 with hero health, but only 2 per second. Boo. Well, sadly, it's crap. It's straight to the dumpster. Straight to the dumpster. Well, considering you can barely, if you barely tap the boss, you do too much damage to it, I don't see why you would ever want to put a reflect on your stair there. You're already over DPSing it, where you have to lay off the gas. I mean, if you wanted to AFK it, but I'm not trying to live that AFK life. But yeah, the least amount of damage there that you could have from defenses, the better off you'd be. I mean, it's literally that bad. If I boost and just Burning Strikes procs, it will over DPS the boss. You know? And I got 2 amps out of the deal. That's pretty... not terrible. Not a terrible thing. Sadly, it's poo. Farewell, Deathwing, number 1672. Boo. Anyway, y'all, that is gonna get it for me for today. If any of you are newer and don't have it, I think Frostfire Remnants is next week. I'll probably do a little Frostfire Remnants farm next week, but that's definitely one that you're gonna want to get. Yeah, I've got a ways to wait. I usually check it at night. I've got 6 more hours to wait before I can check it. I've been having really bad luck with it. I just, you know, of course I'm getting a mythical defender pack every time, but then the defender pack will have like 2 pet reagents and a crappy pet in it or whatever. It's like, geez, killing me. Just killing me. Thaden, what's up? Thaden just arrived, and sadly, that is going to be the end for me today. Like I said, the wife was planning on being out of town. She got back a day early. So, wife is off work today. I gotta go make sure she still remembers what I look like, you know? But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. I'll definitely be back soon with some more DD2. I mentioned it already. I heavily debated on doing more Ancient Power resets. But I just don't know if I'm willing to give up all this stuff I have now. Just for a few Ancient Power resets that I don't even need. I mean, I'd be doing it just for fun. But, yeah, anyway, y'all, thanks an absolute ton. Hopefully everyone's having a good one. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy.